Guido Schaffer was a doctor and seminarian who died in a surfing accident before he could be ordained. He was born in Brazil in 1974. His father was a doctor and both of his parents were involved in parish life. As he grew up, he developed a love for surfing. He enjoyed spending days on the beach and he would always say a prayer before he went out with his surfboard. Like his father, he was drawn to a career in medicine. During medical school, he started a prayer group. He was known for his impressive knowledge of scripture. In 1999, he attended a spiritual retreat where he heard a priest lecture about embracing the poor. It had a profound effect upon him, and he remembered all the times he had turned his face away from poor people. He prayed for forgiveness and decided to devote himself to their care. After his graduation from medical school, he worked as a general practitioner at the Holy House of Mercy in Rio de Janeiro. He also volunteered to give medical services to the missionaries of charity, and he would treat homeless people in the streets as well. He encouraged other doctors from his hospital to follow his example, and he would invite people from his prayer group to volunteer with the sick as well. He was really devoted to caring for his patients both physically and spiritually. One of the nuns who he volunteered with said, "He used to pray with and for each of them, always inviting them to receive the sacraments as a source of grace and communion with God. His only concern was to save souls to God, guiding as many as he could to a personal experience with Christ." He would tell people all our actions should show the love of God, and that was reflected in his work. Guido gradually realized that he was being called to the priesthood. He read a book called Brother Francis of Assisi that inspired him greatly. He started his priestly studies in 2002 when he was 28. For the next 7 years, he studied for the priesthood while also continuing his volunteer medical work. He also kept up with his surfing hobby. A fellow surfer said, "I have never seen someone treat the marginalized with such respect. The inner peace that he radiated was impressive." On May 1st, 2009, Guido went surfing with a friend to celebrate his friend's upcoming marriage. While surfing, he hit his head on his surfboard, lost consciousness, and drowned. He was 34 years old. His death greatly saddened the community. 1,700 people attended his funeral mass. The Archbishop of Rio de Janeiro said, "This church so full shows me how this young man was a good shepherd, and as I know of his desire to become a priest, I will put the stole in his hands." He was declared venerable in 2023. The beach where he died has been renamed Guido Beach in his honor. According to a priest who knew and worked with Guido, "I have never seen someone with so much faith and at the same time so normal. Anyone who knew him was sure they were dealing with someone from God."